We are living in a timeline where we have amazing technology just literally in our pockets. We should be more impressed by that. Do you know how insane it is where we are in this entire evolution of technology? Like, our handheld tech is so powerful and the market is so saturated that we aren't more impressed with the literal fact that we can play PS2 from our pocket and enter into worlds just like this, completely portable from our pockets. I mean, that's just wild. Bro, your 8th grade self wouldn't even know what to do with that fact. And to top it all off, you've got options. And I mean, we have options, different form factors, different storage capabilities, even different price points. Bro, we are so spoiled in this timeline of technology. And you want to know what I hear more often than not? Hey dude, this handheld can't 10x my entire PS2 library, or this device can't push 4K resolution. Bro, if I was Santa Claus, you'd be inches, complaints away from being on the permanent naughty list. Like, dude, have you practiced gratitude in a while? Like, the reality is, we can have our entire PS2 libraries in our pockets. Even if it's at native resolution, that is just amazing. Let me say it again for all the haters. A PS2 in your pocket. That is bloody amazing. Do you remember getting your PS2? Well, I certainly do. I was in the 7th grade. I had grown up primarily playing on Nintendo consoles. I had told my parents that I really wanted a PS2 for my birthday, but I knew that money was tight and my expectations were actually baked in that reality. My best friend in 7th grade math class, he knew that I wanted one. His name was Rasan. He was my best friend. He taught me about old school RuneScape and Naruto. And for some reason, he was just convinced that I was going to be getting a PS2 for my birthday. I told him that there was no way that my parents would have gotten me a PS2. I went home and, well, bro was right. Somehow my best friend, Rasan, had more faith than I did that my parents would get me a PS2. So he even preemptively gave me a PS2 game in math class with so much faith that he thought when I got home, I would just be able to pop it in and play it. Well, the dude was right. My parents actually did give me the PS2. They got me a slim model. I literally could not believe it. The game he gave me was a game called Shinobi, and it was the first experience I ever had with a PS2. I went from N64 graphics to PS2 graphics, and from N64, attempt at a 3D world, to PS2 3D world. It was just one of the most insane leaps in technology that I had personally ever experienced, and still to this day, one of the most memorable. I mean, I literally sat there and watched blood animation in the highest resolution I could even fathom. I literally swore that this is the peak level of graphics. Like there's no way it could ever get better than this. It looked so unreal, to the point that I literally was like, am I even allowed to play this at my age? The best part is, the games back then, they were so simple, right? The point of Shinobi was literally just keep killing things so that your character doesn't die. That was the entire game. And I played it for months and I absolutely loved it. Then I had this random uncle who was basically in and out of our life during my childhood. I never really knew him, but then he got bloody rich. He showed up in my house with a Corvette, told me to hop in. We're going for loot. Loot? Never heard that word before. I quickly found out that he also was a gamer and he was super into World of Warcraft, and loot to him meant, well, it meant GameStop. This man walked into that place like he owned it. He asked me, what console do you have? I told him I just got a PS2. He said, great, grab all the games that you like. I thought he just was gonna have me, sort through and grab a couple out of, a long list of games that look interesting. No, that's not at all what happened. He bought every single one. I'm talking Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm talking Kingdom Hearts 1, Final Fantasy X, The Sims 2 busting out, Prince of Persia, Mortal Kombat, Splinter Cell Double Agent, and 007 Agent Under Fire, and so many more. I probably can't even remember all of them, which, guys, if you never grew up playing 007 Agent Under Fire, the multiplayer for that game was just unhinged. They gave you grappling hooks, and you could zip around like Spider-Man, and you could even adjust the gravity of your multiplayer game session. So you could be literally flying around the map with guns and grappling hooks. Man, I miss the OG multiplayer modes on games from back in the day. I was just living the dream. Oh yeah, and on the way out, my uncle also bought me a Nintendo DS, which if you like that type of content, you should check out my other videos. Anyways, back to the PS2 discussion. The PS2 was a glorious time with truly incredible games. I eventually saved up for one of those controllers. I don't know if you guys remember this. There was actually a controller that released for the PS2 that actually had an attached screen that you could flip up and actually play on the controller. It was honestly, the PS2 introduced me to technology I could not even imagine. It was amazing. And I didn't have a TV in my room, so I had saved up, I think it was like $50, and I bought this controller with the flip screen attached to it. And to me, that was the ultimate form of freedom. I was still tethered, obviously, to the PS2, but that meant I could literally plug in the PS2 and a wall outlet, have the PS2 sit next to my bed, and literally be laying in my bed playing PS2, and truly the most form-freeing factor at that point in my life. I always longed to be able to play those games completely untethered, and literally look at us now. Spoiled man babies because not every handheld can render Lulu in 4K, you little perv. Honestly, we just need to be practicing more gratitude. The fact that I can fit Kingdom Hearts, the original PS2, in my pocket and have it fit into my busy life because of its form factor now in a portable handheld emulation device, that's amazing. And honestly, we need to kind of divorce ourselves from the idea that the highest performance always means better. No, like, reality is OG is amazing, and it fits in my pocket, and it brings me to places like this, Destiny Islands. Also, if you're new to this whole emulator thing, don't worry, let me break it down for you. You can pick a device. There's plenty of options. You've got the RP6, you've got the AIM Thor, heck, you've even got this Ambernick Vita Pro, which, by the way, thank you so much, Ambernick, for sending me this little device. It's been really fun to mess around with and play with. Needless to say, you've got options. I'm a huge proponent of having an actual handheld device with really good form factor over just using, your phone for emulation. It cuts out the distraction, the noise, and all that completely, so that you have more of a retro experience. You're just playing the game, and that's it. Next, again, if you are new to the whole emulation scene, or maybe you're new to PS2 because you're not that old yet, let me give you a list of my absolute favorite PS2 games, okay? Here's just 3 that you should start with, and you'll have plenty of time to invest in these, okay? Number 1 is going to be Final Fantasy X, okay? Amazing JRPG. The ending just hits you in the freaking throat. The next game is Kingdom Hearts 1. Dude, this is the peak PS2 experience. And then you're going to go and play Kingdom Hearts 2, which is the ultimate PS2 experience. All right, and then for a bonus round, you're going to play Mortal Kombat Armageddon so you can make your own character. It's just an absolute peak experience, okay? Next, you're going to take this list and you're going to go to Google and you're going to type in PS2 ROMs and paste that into Russian, and then you're going to search around and find a very legit site that provides you goodies. Games. Next, watch a tutorial on YouTube if you get stuck, but normally it's just a matter of dragging and dropping the goodies that you've acquired, and then boom, you're on the toilet playing PS2 like God intended. You're welcome. Really quick interruption in today's video since we're talking about nostalgic retro vibes. I've really missed those old school gamer magazines from the 2000s, so I made my own. I literally made my own monthly publication for all of you. It covers handhelds, retro games, top gaming news, handheld news, top lists of games that are interesting or trending for Steam Deck, for instance, and retro games as well, and even old school tech. So if you're into all that and you want a cool magazine that you can read maybe before you go to sleep, maybe taking a bubble bath, give it a check out. It's on Patreon right now, link in description. And there's a Founders Edition currently online live right now for all of you early adopters. So go check it out. It would mean so much to me. It's a great way to support this channel. Let's get back to the video. Also, do you guys remember that old school cheat device for PS2? I think it was called Action Replay. Man, that thing was freaking revolutionary back in the day. I literally used that to get all the summons in Final Fantasy X from the start and just broke the absolute crap out of the game in every way imaginable. Okay, let's get back on being on track. Being grateful. Emulation is amazing, and we've got so much tech on our hands that this whole scene has become more about collecting the devices than actually using them. I mean, there's literally a new device every freaking week. Trust me, I am somehow on their email list. This is my encouragement to all you collectors, all right? Slow down, play a game, bro. Enjoy yourself. Go cry as you watch Titus fade into the wind on a PS2 ROM. And no, stop your whining about elite shaders, okay? Just play the game vanilla, all right? Let yourself experience the joy again. And to the people who've never touched an emulator, dude, just take the dive. Heck, you could even start with a really cheap device and just go replay some classic Nintendo titles if you wanted to start easy. Some of these devices even come with ROMs included. Hush hush. You should go check out some of my other emulation videos if you need deeper suggestions than that. But anyway, gamers, let's pause, let's reflect on the insane tech that we have. The world is literally falling apart, and gosh, we just need something to be positive right now, okay, to keep us from cracking from all the pressure. Well, boys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, share it with your freaking grandma, tell her I said what's up. See you guys in the next video. Make sure you watch all my videos 4 times through so that you get 10 plus blessing this week. All right, it has nothing to do with me needing to boost video performance. It has everything to do with you getting that plus 10 luck, plus 10 blessing. Love you, nerds. Tell your grandma I said what's up. Bye.